Lions, I'm going to go A. You were the 1 seed. You were 15-2. You were the most dominant team all year. You came up short, but there's not really much for me to knock. I mean, you were banged up. You had 16 injured players. I still don't think this is a complete failure.
I went B+. You got to think they were the favorite to make the Super Bowl out of the NFC North champs. Just disappointing way to go out. The window was wide open because you're losing both your coordinators. You're losing your offensive coordinator and your DC. Vikings.
Yeah, Vikings, I'll go B. 14-3, no one thought you were going to be that. I think a lot of us had you guys at under 500 at least. I think a lot of America did. Sam Darnold, he looked so good, then looked so bad at the end. Are you going to have a new quarterback? Kevin O'Connell's still a good whisperer, but
I went A- just because they went 14-3 with Sam Darnold. You know, KOC really solidified himself as, I think, as a great coach. Very disappointing, though. Darnold looked like the Darnold of old in the playoff game against the Rams. But you got McCarthy coming in fresh next year. We'll see. Green Bay Packers.
B- is you took a step back. You were a different team last year in the playoffs. You proved a little bit more than you did this year. Your offense never really quite got going, whether that was Jordan Love, whether that was Matt LaFleur, whether that was the receivers, offense line, who knows. You just expected a little bit more out of the Packers year, and they kind of let everybody's down.
I went C just because of the momentum they had coming, and everyone, including myself, had Packers in the NFC title game. Like, I thought they were going to make some noise, especially after what they did last year, after having a really young team and still having a young team. I just feel like they didn't play a complete game all year, but defense was elite. Wish Jair was out there a little more, but I think they'll bounce back. They'll be right back in the playoffs next year in the thick of it. So, Bears.
I think I'm going to go D on the Bears. You let down on all expectations. You know, the expectations going into the season where you were going to be competing for at least the wild card spot at minimum.
Yeah.
They felt good about their chances in the NFC North. You know, you have to fire your coach, which ends up being a good move for your team. With all the talent you brought in and then the record you put out it's just a major letdown if you're the Bears.
I went D+. I'm right there with you. You'd think you would have fired Eberflus last year and gone after like a leader of men, someone with some who's faced adversity, who won in the past, like Vrabel, Pete Carroll, someone like that, to start fresh with the rookie quarterback. Now he's like a year under with Eberflus. They started 4-2. They got guys taunting the crowd in DC, lose on a Hail Mary, and then they finish 5-12. They go 1-10 to finish the season. That's a D+. But you just hired Ben Johnson. Looks like they're going to bring Dennis Allen in, so you're turning a new page. So that's why it's not an F.